There's a choice here too. I think in the previous month you had a crossroads situation. Uh, Feels like there's a choice here too. Well, I mean, that was kind of obvious about us, but being bound to something in some way, in a relatively unhealthy way. And the crossroads still persists because it just doesn't. There's a very obvious lack of cups cards anywhere here, any kind of emotional cards at all. So this is just feels like a standard triangulation of nice, of absolute nonsense. Okay, we do have the sun though. I'm trying to make heads or tails of this. It feels like being forced into a choice you're not really comfortable making. Being forced or thinking you're being forced into a choice you're not comfortable making. It feels like you guys are at a crossroads again, but this time I think some of you might be imagining the crossroads. Like, if you've ever had a walk through an actual woods where, a proper woods where there's actual animal trails, you can sort of sometimes tell when there's an animal trail through the woods because it looks like a path. It looks like a path that humans have made, just even lighter. But there is absolutely, like, you can tell there's a trail. And then sometimes you're like looking at it and you're thinking, is it? Is it not? I'm not sure. It would be nice to think that it is just because then, oh yeah, I found an animal trail, that's fun. But sometimes it absolutely isn't. Sometimes the pattern just looks like there's a path you have to, or there's like a second pathway off the main road, but it's actually not that. That's what it feels like, that I think some of you guys are actually seeing a crossroads, and that's a totally true crossroads you're stuck at now. Like, a choice that needs to be made, a direction you want to go in or don't want to go in, but like you have to keep going. That's the problem. You have to keep going and you have to pick one of the roads. But then some of you guys are staring. What you think you're doing is you're staring at a crossroads, but you're not actually staring at a crossroads. The choice isn't actually there. You're imagining the fact that you have to choose. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. The high road or the low road, or going for actually, it's just nice earth energy from these two, going from actually planting the seeds for something, from starting a new venture, from starting a new job, or thinking that you are stuck in a situation that you're not actually that stuck in. I mean, it's not great, but you're not stuck in it. And this is the thing, it's the crossroads card in this case. And the devil also, like, in this particular devil card, just because I love it so much and why, for this reading, it really fits. You think there might be a path through the woods. The path's not actually there, but you think it might be there. And you think, oh no, I have to choose between this really nice and simple and easy thing and then something very different that's not actually a choice for you. I don't know in what regard. I think for some of you guys, it's like you're being forced into it. I think for some of you guys, you're being forced into making a decision you don't have no business dealing with. You're being forced into it too. That's what it feels like. It feels like, and sometimes I read these cards quite literally. Like, from what I see on the cards, it feels like you're being forced into battle with something you don't want to be battling with, or even have no business battling with. I think a lot of you guys would rather be doing something very different than being faced by this crossroads, but you kind of have to go about it though. For some of you guys, the absolutely valid decision is to, and I think a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, I think some of you will have this realization anyway, that in September, whatever it is you're thinking, that you're staring down the barrel again, you're staring down at a crossroads, you're not actually. You can try to just calm down and realize perhaps there is no absolute choice to make. There isn't any choice to make. And also, this guy is here, and I don't know where he comes from. Because the Sun card is like, yes, okay, good, you're gonna be good. But I don't know through what. How come the Sun? The questions I ask my tarot cards. How come the Sun? What a ways about the Sun? Let's see. What a ways about the Sun? Getting a message from somebody that invites you to go somewhere and just chill. Perhaps it will be one of those really glorious, if somebody writes you in like the late evening and is like, I want to go see the sunset, let's go see the sunset at a beach or something. Like, at some point in September, go for it. If you have, like, it feels like scenic. It feels like somebody's gonna invite you, but absolutely, if you, I don't know, get a message from the goddamn universe or something to just like, oh, that looks really nice, I wish I could go there. Just, if you have a chance for a scenic trip, or for just, or not even just a scenic trip, for just a scenic destination, just to go somewhere to see something beautiful, like naturally in the nature beautiful. There's something definitely about the sun through it, so I don't know, maybe it's the forest starting to, the leaves are starting to change color, and just see how the sun, like, shines upon it, reflects through them and everything. That's what that feels like. I don't know what it's going to be for you guys specifically, but a chance to appreciate, to calm down, to appreciate, to chill the fuck out, to take a step back from the previous devil nonsense you were at, and just breathing in and out. That's gonna be, oh, okay, I'm gonna change places. That's gonna be the place that, and the situation that's gonna give you perspective on this. Whatever choice you're going to be having. I'm not sure what the choice is going to be. That's the thing. I don't think it's a relationship. The Three of Swords kind of alludes to it a bit. I'm not sure about it. Quite possibly it's a relationship thing. It's a family thing, maybe. I think for most of you guys, it's either a job situation or, I don't know, whatever living situation you have in, habitation thing. Oh, do I switch the apartments? Do I move out? Do I not move out? Do I give this thing away? Do I not give this thing away? Do I sign up for this new job position somewhere very far away abroad or something? I don't know. It feels like one of those, like, more material world solid decisions that actually apparently is not even a decision. It's something that, like, for you actually has an obvious answer, but I don't think the fact that the answer is obvious to you is that easy to see yet. But like, well, now the Page of Wands, yeah. If you get invited out somewhere by anyone to do anything, go for it. It's gonna just give you a chance to just like disconnect from whatever stuff you're going through in your life and just have a good perspective on it. And especially if it's somewhere so you know. That's the thing, there's only one door through that lovely, like, there's only one door to that wall, like, only one. It's such a glorious door. Like, why would you even want to try to crawl your way over it? It's silly, the door's open. It's inviting, and not like, you know, fairy circle inviting, like deceptively inviting. No, I mean, it's actually, it's like, yay. There, come in, come through. But you're not gonna be it's probably one of those things that I'm talking about right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's be a lot of like stubbornness already about this, but just, okay, the main takeaway that I'm gonna give you guys is absolutely whatever opportunity you have, like if you're invited out somewhere or you see, I don't know, some beautiful pictures of somewhere scenic that's quite easy to get to, and you're like, oh, that would be actually nice to see in person too. Free up your time, say yes to the invitation, go and check it out. I think, if nothing else, it will be a good time. It will be a chance to take a breather, to just sit and stare and appreciate the beauty of it all. Yeah, you just need to think you're gonna be good. Alright, I'm gonna give you a card from the Latvian Signs deck because I feel like you guys could use that. What the universe wishes for you for dealing with this. What's something you need to face down about this? I like that name I just figured out for it. Look, it's the smart sun. I like that. Once again, pause the video, draw down this particular sign if you wish to. I always do this explanation for the Latvian cards because I feel like it, but Latvian signs are always good for just casual sigil sort of magic, so absolutely go for it. Okay, what this is telling you is you already know the answer. You think, I don't know why, I don't know who has made you think, I don't know what has made it more convoluted than it absolutely needs to be, but the point of this card, and it's kind of screaming at me about it, I don't know what made you think this is more complicated than it actually is. It's not. You already know what needs to be done. You already know the choice that needs to be made, even if there is a choice. You're making something too complicated. You're just making something too complicated. There's no need to make this any more complicated than it already is. And if you need to take a perspective, once again, don't stare into the sun, please. But appreciate the beauty of the world. Appreciate the beauty of the natural world, especially. For some of you guys, it's going to be one of those connections that, you know, but look how simple the natural world is, and look how wonderful it is. What is keeping me from being just the same is that? Nothing. Yourself, apparently. Or someone else giving you some bad ideas and giving you some bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have somebody on the outside that's like stuffing your head full of just absolute... making you consider things way more than they should actually be considered. Like, it's nice to have thought experiments and stuff, but at one point, you need to make a choice. By God, you already know what choice to make. There's no need to be so round about it. There's no need to be such a brainiac about it. Jeez. You already know what to do. You already know what needs to be done. You already know what choice needs to be made. I kind of feel like I have a hair somewhere here and it's just like messing me up. Oh well. I'll take that as a sign from spirit or something. Okay. Draw this down somewhere. Take a screenshot of it. I don't know. Cut the picture out. Print it out. Put it on a whiteboard. Put it in your calendar. Put it as your phone screenshot. You already know what needs to be done. There. That's your reading for September.